shot right now,
bro, I got you, boo. I got you.
Bro, I was like fucking one shot.
You are
man.
trolling, nigga. Hey, if it works, it works, I guess.
Yeah.
Hold on, let me get some. Ooh.
Oh my god.
Okay, I don't know how. I don't know how I got it.
Yeah, I'm mad low, bro. I'm not fighting this ball.
A little bit of, a little bit of.
I gotta
I can't
heal.
see.
You guys
Okay.
got it for right now. I gotta heal.
Bro, why does this fucking potion work, bro? I'm trying to drink it.
Yo, what's good, y'all? It's Ralka here, and right now we're back with another Magoi video. And this video is going to be more of something different. This one is going to be a tutorial so you actually can understand how to play the game. So yeah, I'm just going to go straight into it starting now. So the first thing I want to get into is things you should know before you actually press that play button. So before you press the play button, you're going to see 6 continents or whatever. And 6 countries. The 6 countries are going to be Sindria, Reem, Sasan. Then on the other continent we have Helio, Balbad, and Ko. So the reason why these continents are important is because continents kind of determine who you're going to be playing with and what weapons you can really get. So for example, let's say you want to make a greatsword build, right? Reem, for example, we have greatswords and we're the easiest way to get greatswords. Obviously, you can go ahead and find something else from another kingdom and trade these weapons and stuff for, but I do believe that well, it's probably just easier to spawn in and get what you want, so you don't got to worry about it each time you want to make a new build. But yeah, every country has their own individual weapons they specialize in. So I'll be giving you a list of them. It should be on the screen right here. So Reem has greatswords, Sindria has chain daggers, Sasan has the lance. That's for continent 1. And then for continent 2, Ko has a katana, Helio has bow staffs, I believe, and then Balbad has dual swords. So yeah, that's important to know before you kind of choose where you want to go. And then for the other important thing you should do before you start progressing is buying rerolls. I'm not going to lie to you, the game is free to play and they do not encourage you buying rerolls. But just in case you do, I'm going to show you guys how to actually get rerolls and stuff. So you want to be in your kingdom once you spawn in. And you press this little arrow thing on the top corner, which I just clicked. So let me load into this. Okay. Also, I forgot to tell you, certain kingdoms do have different rarities and races they specialize in, like I said beforehand. So let me go over here. As you can see, 15 ratio rolls and all this stuff, right? So, how much does a ratio roll cost? Alright, a ratio roll is 500 Robux and this will wipe you. So, the reason why races are important, let's say you want to be a magician, right? The only 2 races in this game that allow you to be a magician is a magician race itself and the Ent race. So if you want to have a magician playstyle and you don't want to progress, and maybe later on you have to wipe again to go magician, I do suggest you get it from the start. So direct transactions are here. Then here are the race rarities. These are important, by the way, because I'm from Reem, right? We have a 1.2% chance to get a fan list. And then look at it compared to Sindria. Sindria has a 0.5% chance to get a fan list, but they have a higher Immachuck rates, 2.5% Immachuck rates. Meanwhile, Reem does not have any boosted Immachuck races, we're just the base. Sasan has a higher chance for the goat race. Balbad has a higher chance for the Balbad race. Helio gets the dragon race. And Ko has a higher chance for the fox race. So yeah, this is kind of important because race rolling does wipe you. And you can buy any of the rerolls you want from here. And yeah, I think that's all there really is to it for right now. If you go back, you can also buy stuff like melon tickets. Melon tickets are pretty much used if you want to just don't want to pay directly. It's like RNG stuff. And also, race rolls and those direct stuff are only open on the weekends. You cannot buy them during the weekdays. So if you want to reroll, make sure you do it during the weekends. And yeah, I think that's about it for the stuff you just need to know before you actually start playing the game. Wait, what's he doing, bro? What else do I have to go over before we start playing the game? I kind of think that's about it. I could go over some basic kingdom features right here. Like, let's say you want to sell stuff. You can talk to an NPC you can buy stuff from. You just click, boom, sell. So, like, why is this dude pickpocketing me, bro? Bro, what is he doing, dog? But yeah, you can go to here. You can sell stuff. I do believe I'm gonna explain everything, like the shops and stuff later on. Oh yeah, getting your weapon. Like, bro, can this dude just chill out? You can buy a weapon over here. Oh yeah, another important thing. You can either go hybrid with weapons or you can only get one weapon. So what that means is that, in the example, I'm pure bow staff, meaning I can get pure bow staff skills or whatever. But you could also use 2 weapons, and then by having 2 weapons, you can get the tier 2 from Immachuck. I'm going to explain that later on. So it's kind of, think of it like Rogue Lineage. You know how in Rogue Lineage you can have 2 super classes, but if you have 2 super classes, you can't have an ultra class. Think of it like that. So yeah, that's pretty much all there really is to it. You buy a weapon from level 1, you progress with it, get combat XP, or maybe you want to use your fist instead. Who knows, it's all just really up to you. So yeah, I'm going to go into the next part now. Alright, so the first part of progression when you start it, you want to come to this dude right here. I think he should give you a quest on how you can earn some money and some growth relics. So this dude will pretty much give you the basics, right? Then after that, he's going to go and say find a person for the growth relic. So growth relics are pretty much needed to actually level up. So you're going to want to talk to this dude. Then after you talk to him, he's going to give you like a second dialogue option, and he'll say something about finding a doctor. So you talk to him, you come here, you find a doctor. You talk to the doctor, he'll be like, I have a growth relic coupon for you. Then after that, you just come over here. You just make your way along here. I'm not sure if it's going to be for each kingdom individually. I'm just doing Ream because that's the only kingdom I'm in right now, and I can't go to others to show it. Then you're going to want to find an NPC that looks like this, and they'll have this little icon above their head. He's going to give you a coupon, and with that coupon, he's going to give you a free growth relic. So pretty much what growth relics allow you to do is these allow you to pretty much just level up. As you can see right here, my little star thing is glowing. That means I'm able to level up. As you can see, I'm level 29. And you can use your growth relic twice, once for putting in stats and then one for putting in passives. And keep in mind these do break. So yeah, now that you have your growth relic, you pretty much should be able to leave your kingdom and you're ready for progression. Also, in your kingdom, there's other things you can buy. For example, right here, I can go ahead and buy food. I can buy food right here. Then you can also go ahead and buy things like potions and stuff. Each kingdom is going to have a different layout because it's just depending on the anime. So where I'm going, it may not be exact for y'all, but as you can see right here, I can talk to him and buy potions. And your kingdom also has a bank in it if your king bought a bank. So right here, there is going to be a bank up here, and you can store 2k in there. So yeah, these are the main things in your kingdom to really just start progression. But first thing you really need is just focus on the growth relic and maybe getting food if you want to start progressing. So now I'm actually going to show you guys how to go ahead and level up. Okay, as you can see right here, there's a little compass thing. I can send something nearby. This is what you're going to do to level up. So as you can see, it said north. So my thing is aligned with north right here, so that means I want to go this way. So once you leave any of your kingdoms, you just want to go to an open area, somewhere outside of your kingdom, and you're going to walk around until you get a dialogue option, like how I just did there. And right there, that means I can go ahead and level up now. I mean, I can go ahead and find NPCs to kill. And I believe mine did face me in this direction, meaning that there should be NPCs here. So if I follow around here, I do believe that the camp is over here. Yes, as you can see, 4 NPCs. I do suggest you starting off, you do this with other people, but let me just get them all gathered together and I can show you what to do. So you may not have skills at first, so you may just like kind of want to chip in there. You get a combo off, dash back if you need to. You just want to take them out one by one. They may be kind of strong, so just focus on taking them out. Like don't focus on switching targets. Just hard focus the same target. There you go. And that's 4 down. So what you want to do is press B to grip all of them. So you just got back up. Press B to grip all of them. There we go, easy like that. Once you grip all of them, you should get EXP. Hold on, watch this, and then a chest should spawn. The way you know the chest spawns is like right there, north. You align it with north, you just head in that direction. So I'm gonna loot up because I do suggest looting so you can sell the items. As you can see, I got 2 scrolls here. For you magicians, you can, yeah, the scrolls are already just for you. If you're not a magician, you can just go ahead and sell the scrolls. And yeah, it'll probably be a good time to also look at the item stats. As you can see here, I picked up monk beads level 20, and this gives me 13% Magoi manipulation. I mean, increasing your Magoi stat. So, as you can see, each items, all you want to do is use the scroll wheel, hover over it. You can see the attributes. So these are pretty good for making your build. Press over here if you want to vanity things. This is my vanity right here. So just one stuff that show. And then boom, these are the stats you can invest in. The stats you can invest in is crit chance, posture, Magoi, crit damage, vigor, stamina, intelligence, defense, and damage. If you're a magician, you need intelligence. I think that is what increases your spell scaling. And if you're not a magician, you don't really have a need for intelligence stats. And Magoi is used for everyone really. Magicians has more use. If you're not a magician, it's just for Magoi manipulation really. I'm not going to go too deep into that because this is a starter guide or a tutorial, so you don't really got to focus on what Magoi manipulation is, but it is something late game, so if you do want to make a build around it, keep in mind you're going to need the Magoi stat. And yeah, I'm going to show you some exploring. There's also like subclasses and stuff you can get in the game. But what you want to do is you have your growth relic, just try running around, killing NPCs, and wait till this thing over here starts glowing. Also, there's other ways to progress. You don't necessarily just have to kill NPCs. There's like mini quests you can do, but I don't believe the quests are repeatable, so that's it's not the best way for EXP, but it's something you still can do as an alternative. I'm going to show you the subclassing I was talking about. So I don't know where it is in the other continent, but if you're in this continent, over here is the blacksmith. You should be able to learn the blacksmith subclass. So let me just keep pushing along here. And while I'm at it, let me explain the passive things as I'm going here. So as I said earlier, I think every 2 levels you do get a passive. These are all of my passives here. So the way you get your passive, there's certain like passives you need certain stats to unlock. Not all of them though. And these are all the ones that I have. Every 2 levels, by the way. When you level up, there's going to be something called Forge, Ward, and Valor. I'm not too sure exactly which each one is again because I haven't leveled up in a while. But yeah. Those are going to determine what stats go into. I'll probably put it up on the screen right here and like, have a little explanation because I really don't know. And I don't want to give you all the wrong information. As I said beforehand, the trail is going to be your best source of information. But right here, this is an example of a subclass trainer. This is the blacksmith. I do believe in order to actually talk to him though, you need 10 stone swords. I'm asking him to teach me how to refine. It's going to cost $850, and this is going to be the little subclass to you. I do believe there's only 2 or 3 right now in game, more will be coming in the future. And right now, we're going to move on to the next part. So this part right here is going to be about trainers. So as you guys can see, I myself am using a bow staff, and I'm talking to the bow staff trainer right here. So every continent has their own trainers, so you don't have to worry about going to a whole other continent and try to find your trainers, because there's always going to be one in the continent you're at, so they kind of made it even. I can't say where the other ones are in World 2, and I'm not going to go through every single one in World 1 in the first place, but I'm going to just give y'all the basics. So pretty much once you get your weapon, you can get a certain amount of EXP with your weapon, and once you do that, you can come and talk to him, right? He's going to talk to you, and he's going to teach you a skill, right? So you go ahead, you get your skill, use your guild sigil, and then boom, that's your first skill done, right? Now for your second skill, there's going to be 2 requirements. I believe you have to be level 14, or just have enough combat XP in general, and you're going to want to come back to him. But before you do that, he's going to say you need to kill 3 other players, and pretty much all you got to do is kill 3 other players. They don't have to be in your kingdom, it can be anyone, it can be a freshie, there's no level requirement. So when you have combat XP, after that you come back to him, he's going to be like, kill 3 players. Once you do that, you come to him, and this is also how you get past level 15, by talking to your trainer again. Then boom, you do that for the second time, he's going to say, congrats my student or whatever, he's going to give you another skill. Then once you've maxed out your trainer or whatever, you can finally reach past level 15. So it's nothing too complicated, but some people may get stuck here trying to get past level 14 and don't know how to. But yeah, you're supposed to talk to your trainer, and once you complete their quest, they will pretty much softcap you, and then you can get past level 14 and continue progressing. And also, once you reach level 14, you actually cannot continue using the gilded sigils. You have to get an upgraded one. And I don't know where it is on the other continent, so that's my fault. But I do know on this continent, there's going to be like a little mountain. I'm probably going to just go ahead and cut to where it is, so give me 1 second. Alright, I can't lie to you. I'm really feeling mad lazy today, and I just want to get this done. But once you reach level 14 or 15, to get past that, you want to climb up this tower right here. You see that building? So the way you can do it is if you follow my mouse, you just go around here. There's going to be a little thing over here, you can just climb it up. There's going to be a bridge, and then boom, you can get to this tower, and there's going to be an NPC. So you talk to that NPC, they're going to be like, okay, you can now get this. It's going to be like a little shop or whatever. And in that shop, you can just go ahead and buy the thing to level you up. I forgot the exact name of it, but it's costs around 600 cash, so be prepared before you go up there. And then you're going to start using that from now on. It's pretty much the exact same thing as a gilded sigil, but you could only use level 15 plus or whatever. So, and you can't use the base ones no more. So yeah, that's that part right there. And moving on to the next part. I did forget to explain that once you actually do hit level 15, you can begin wiping. So the way wiping works is, I need to find someone to put in combat real quick actually. Is that on my server? No, it's on my server. Alright, I'll just give you a little explanation. So you have your little combat tag, right? And then the combat tag on top of your screen is going to be an eye. Normally your eye is going to be red, but let's see, if you get gripped a certain amount of times, your eye will become yellow. So yellow eye means a decline in your life force, and let's say once you hit yellow eyed, I do believe you can only get gripped 3 to 4 more times before you can actually wipe. If you want to bring that life force back up, all you have to do is go ahead and grip other players. I think like maybe, I don't know, 2 or 3 grips, maybe you can bring it back up. It may be more depending on how many times or how closer you are to wiping. Because I do believe there's a value system, but I don't know how to explain it because I'm not too sure of it myself. So I don't want to sit here and give you false information. But yes, you can wipe. Only once you start to hit level 15 though. And when you wipe, you do keep everything. I mean, like your progress gets reset and all, but you keep your cosmetics, you keep your race, you keep your skin color, keep your eye color, you keep all that stuff. But once you level 20 to 15, 15 to 20, you can really come here whenever. But I suggest coming here at level 20. You can reach the Isles of Immachuck. So kingdoms have docks and stuff you can buy for the kingdom expansion. Kino is pretty much a trading hub, you don't gotta worry about that. But Immachuck is where you're gonna want to go to further your progression. I'm gonna show you guys right here. I'm also gonna give you a quick on how to get through Immachuck, or at least where you need to go to start leveling up a bit. So, if you saw me start the video, I do think I said something about being able to go hybrids and stuff. If you're a hybrid, you can't get a user trainer at Immachuck. You're an ultra trainer, think of it like that. But there is ultra trainers in Immachuck, which you can use. Hybrids don't have access to it, but once you hit level 15, you can find your second trainer here in the land of Immachuck. And I'm gonna show you guys where to actually go to start progressing in Immachuck. It's pretty self-explanatory. I'm gonna take it kind of slow for you. But, just so you know where I'm starting at, you come around here, you drop down, and I'm gonna tell you the landmarks you need to know. So when you're on here, when a blizzard starts, you see the wind blowing, you want to block. Okay, I guess I don't need to block actually because it's not hitting me. But there you go, you hear that sound cue? You go ahead and block. And all you want to do is make it to the other side. So this little glacier thing is a good example. Don't worry about swimming. Like, you do lose HP swimming, but it's nothing too crazy. Just in case you block. And now boom, right? I'm on the ledge. So what you want to do once you make it to the side is you just want to scale across the side right here. I'm gonna do okay, I'm doing it kind of fast, but I think you guys are able to follow along. So you come along the side, right? You see this path? All you want to do is follow this path. Try to avoid NPCs. That's an owl right there. They do give pretty good loot and stuff, but I wouldn't say you should worry about it right now. I'm just gonna show you where you need to get to. But you follow the path, stick to the right side in this open area, and boom, this is the forge. Immachuck is kind of like Tundra from Rogue Lineage. It's definitely not as bad though, but you do need heat. So you come around here, you get your heat. As you can see, these icings in the corner of my screen, the more these things grow, that means the closer you are to getting frostbite and freezing to death or whatever. So yeah, you just want to stay by the campfire. As you can see, it's going down. And then boom, art is down. Climb up here. Just come around. I do hear like a little part where you can fall down here. Alright, there we go. But yeah, this right here is the forge. And I'm going to show you what I mean by the tier 2 trainers from earlier. So this is going to be like your best friend. This is like the main hub where you can get stuff really. For example, you can talk to this NPC, you can turn in medallions, you can buy stuff from him. I'll explain everything to you. This is all clothing. This lets you level up. Give it a sigil. And then this right here is tinder fungus. These are campfires pretty much. So let's say you're exploring, you get cold or whatever. Where'd my tinder fungus go? Alright, here we go. You get cold or whatever. You're about to die. You just place it down. Boom. You start a fire. You regain your heat back. I just wasted $100, but hey man, just to show y'all what it does. But yeah. If you're dual swords, I believe. I guess this is a free channel location. I don't know where everyone is in this thing, but yeah, dual sword trainer. This is your tier 2 trainer right here. So yeah, all you need is combat XP, be above level 15. You may probably get around level 20 or something, who knows. But yeah, that's what I was talking about from earlier. And then he will give you access to 2 more skills. So the first one you have to pay 1.8k for. I think that's for every trainer. And then the second one you have to pay 1k. And then you have to fight your trainer. So be prepared for that. And then let's say I actually level up. Me personally, my favorite way to level up is to come to this camp right here. At these camps, raids do start also. There's little Immachuck raids. And I do believe if you capture and complete it, you get a decent amount of EXP and 100 cash. So yeah, there's little fires you can stand around here. And all you want to do, I would say wait for an alert, but I'm not getting one. Okay, I'm not getting an alert because one actually spawned right here, so let me just fight this. And I'll show you what the loot drops are kind of like here. So dodge, ground strike. I think you can block all their attacks actually. Yeah, I'm gonna just brute force this. But yeah, here we go. As you can see, he's bleeding. Bam, they're dead, just like that. Then you get the chest. You can get clothing and stuff, and then yeah, you pretty much just head back over here. Make sure you get your heat back up and rinse and repeat this. Other events do spawn at Conquest, but one hasn't spawned in right now because the server's kind of too small, and I don't feel like waiting for one. So yeah, on to the next part. Okay, so I'm gonna probably just end the video here. I was gonna make it a bit longer, but this is pretty long for a starter guide. So maybe one day I'll just make a part 2 and go ahead and explain other things like dungeons and stuff. But for now, I think this is a good spot to end the video in. You guys kind of got all the base information you do need. And I know I probably missed out on a bunch of stuff, but please look at the trailer and the information doc that will be in the description. So yeah, thank you guys for watching. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and have a great day.